Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Warm welcome, one and all, to Super 25 2.0, India's largest online stock traders conference. Friends, we are in the 25th session of our Super 25 series. The topic of today is the art of taking big profits in trading and investing. This is your host and speaker for today. I'm Ashok Devanampriya. I'm the founder of Traders Gurukul. So let's proceed further with our session. How many of you are attending my session for the first time, friends? Anybody attending my session for the very first time? Give me a yes. Okay, sounds good. So gentlemen, I am Ashok. I am a professional stock trader. I spent about 15 years in the IT industry before my official full-time jump into stock market way back in 2017. I have successfully completed 16 quarters of professional trading full-time. I have been in the financial markets for little less than 10 years. My primary focus is algo trading. I am a techno fundamental investor, positional price action trader. I'm an intraday algo trader and also a Gann practitioner. So we manage close to about 4 crores fund today, including our in-house and investor fund. So we have been fairly successful. Last year, we managed to achieve about 49% profit. In this financial year, last month started on a negative note. We had about 6% loss, and this month is looking pretty positive. And our main focus area is building mechanical and quant strategies for our in-house trading and also for retail investors. We have an exclusive vertical for building strategies. We have an additional vertical for managing the trading fund, and also we have an education vertical which primarily focuses on mentorship and also conferences, workshops related to stock market, which is as part and subset of Traders Gurukul. That's about my introduction, friends. Let's move on to the topic of the day. So friends, there are two things when it comes to taking big targets. What do you mean by a big target? Let us keep this session more interactive because I'm able to see the questions and dynamically I can respond to the scenario. What do you mean by big target for a trade? Ashish says RR of 1:1. Oh, you are a greedy man. Okay, no wonder. It's not impossible anyway. Raghu says 1:3. Ketan says 1:3. Mr. Surendra says high RR in smaller time frame. Sounds good. So friends, do you see the instrument that is displayed on the screen? I think you all felt and experienced this instrument way back when you were studying your first PU or the 11th standard of your college. It's called as a vernier caliper. Thank you. Many of you remember it. What is its specialty, friends? How is it different from a scale? Precision. Mitesh says precision. All right. But what is precision? Mr. Sanjeev says it measures up to 0.1 mm. Absolutely. The interesting component or the interesting aspect of this vernier caliper is to measure properly at a level of 0.1 mm. Absolutely. And Mahendra gave another interesting answer. He gave it measures cylindrical components. Absolutely. Okay. So now let's deep dive into the concept of trimming the risk and praying for big targets. So can you read this statement? Trim the risk and pray for big targets. Why should you pray for big target, friends? The essence of this statement is Risk is under your control, target is not under your control. So that is why we say you trim the risk and let God take care of the big targets. That is the whole thought process there. Let's move on. How do we improve the risk reward of any trade? Friends, if you are a positional trader, you must never trade with an RR less than 1:3. You must never trade. If you are an intraday trader, you must never trade with an RR less than 1:2. If you are trading lesser than these two, you need to have a significant reason. If you don't have a significant reason, eventually in the long run, your expectancy rate would drop. Okay. Now, there are times, okay, let me confess, there are times where my RR is even less than 1:2 and I have successfully traded it. For example, there are some strategies that I have whose RR is around 1:1.15 or 1.8, which is 10% less than what is 1:2 for you. You get that? The reason is we do lot of mathematical trading and we take extensive number of trades. For a minute, we do scalping where we might take 10 trades in a day. If I take 10 trades in a day, how many trades I would have in a calendar year? Any guess? I would have roughly 2,500 trades. So manual trader, it's not easy to take so much of trades provided you are a mechanical system trader. If you are a discretionary trader, a manual trader can never dream to trade so many. So exceptions are allowed, but they have to be respected with substantial logic. So 1:2 for intra, 1:3 for positional trading is my mantra. And in my way of trading, there are some specific instances where I look for 1:10 targets also. Somebody posted 1:10. My experience says there are some scenarios, okay, in the typical behavior of a price where I also look for 1:10 targets, and that is hardly 10% of the time, provided that scenario exists. If it doesn't come, I never dream 1:10, but I have officially dreamed a minimum of 1:3 to 1:5. And today, the motive of the session is to help you to improve your RR. If your RR is 1:2, we will try to take it to 1:5. If your RR is 1:3, we'll help you take it to anything on an average of 1:5 and above. Okay. And how we do, I will take you into the direct price behavior to explain the background. Now, your RR can be improved by two ways. Any guess? There are only two ways of improving your RR. Sanjay says reducing stop loss, reducing risk. Most of them reducing risk. Which is the second one? Just increase your target. Just increase your target. That's it. Now, reducing your risk is a very safe method, because in reducing your risk, your betting size is less. I hope majority of you know what a betting size is. I hope so, because these are basics for a trader. And you guys, if you have joined Super 25, I am hoping that you are a reasonable trader who knows all the basic nomenclatures or the terminologies of trading. Okay. Now, it's a very safe method. Why? Because your risk is very less, which officially means you can play more. That's all is the bottom line. You can play more number of times, which means you don't lose all your money when your risk is low. You can bet more. Whereas the target extension is a painful task. It is not safe. When you extend your target, what happens? Many times price will move in the direction of your choice, goes very close to your target and might come back. Operation success, patient died. That is one big problem. And the only problem with reducing the risk is that you may not get a chance to enter a trade. The trade worked in your direction, but the trade got mixed. The trade got missed. That is fine. If you miss a trade today, you'll get 100 trades tomorrow, right? It is not like our COVID vaccine anyway. If you miss today, your quota is over for tomorrow. It's not like that. You can always buy. Now, and first of all, why should we reduce risk? I'll try to establish some of the thought process within less than 30 minutes and directly go into the charts to explain you what is the essence of today's session. A minimum of 1:3 RR will keep a very smoother equity with a run rate of 25%, which means if you achieve 25% win rate, you're break even. Everyone understand this? I hope so. Give me a yes if you understand. If you achieve a 1:3 RR with a win rate of 25%, you will break even. This is the story in simple words. Just 25% win rate, we will keep you in no loss or no profit game. And if you want a 25% win rate, I'm sorry, a 25% profit per year, you need to achieve 31% win rate with a target of 31% win rate with an RR of 1:3. Now, what is a good return? Friends, this is my universal rule. This is what I tell to most of my friends, followers, and students. This is my simple vision, friends. Okay, achieve 25% per year and grow your capital by 250 times in a span of 25 years. Everyone understood? I have a single mission, 25 is to 250 is to 25. Yeah, Arpan says that stuff, nothing is easy. It is tough, no doubt. I never said it's easy. Here is your math. 25, I'm sorry, 1.226 rather to the power of 25 years. I'm sorry, 1.25 to the power of 25 years. Okay, so that is my dream. Now, it's very easy to achieve 25% in the initial stages of career. Last year I did 50%. In 2016, I still remember that was the most exciting year of my career, my trading career. And the best part is I was still working. I achieved 200%. I never ever saw such a return ever in my life. And look at this funny and crazy part. When I was working, I achieved 200%. When I am not working, when I am working full time towards trading, I never achieved even 100%. Now tell me, what is best? Being a part-time trader is best or being a full-time trader is best? In part-time trading, you get salary also. It was definitely not luck. It was pure math. It was pure math. Okay. I came full-time because I wanted to manage a massive capital. Okay. And my dream is to achieve that as 250 times in the span of next 25 years. And definitely as we progress, scoring 25% is difficult, but my vision is the next 10 years I should grow at a little faster rate, maybe 36% year on year for the first 10 years, and then my life would be comparatively easy. And then even if I achieve 18%, I should be able to reach there. 15% your mutual fund gives over a period of 5-10 years. How many of you agree? Your mutual fund gives you 15% CAGR. So all I'm asking is 10% more. So if I am able to achieve a better return in the next 10 years, for example, here is my simple math. If I do 1.36